here from Spicy Sweet Tea. Welcome back, everyone. Today is my week 1 post-op update, and I have a lot to share with you, so I'll jump right into it. You'll see it is the middle of summer right now, and I am in a sweatshirt. Not only a sweatshirt, but I have a long sleeve shirt under this sweatshirt because I am freezing cold. It is literally like 95 degrees outside. We have our air conditioning turned up to 79 degrees. So that's, it's not pumping out cold air. And I am still freezing cold. My hands are cold, my feet are cold, my whole body's cold. I was so cold today that I had to hop in the shower to get warm. No baths allowed yet, but that's just wild to me. I'm so cold, and it sounds like this is normal. So, welcome to my cold life. And I want to give you my stats real quick. I started this journey at 2:31 on June 26th, 2017. And when I started my pre-op diet, I was 226.2. On the day of my surgery, I was 217.4. And it's now 7 days since surgery, and today I weighed in at 208.2. So, you do the math. It's a lot of weight. I'm happy with it. It's great. Can't believe how fast it's coming off. It's like, woo, like a speeding train, just zipping by. Can't believe it. Some people get really mad when other people say that, like, oh, you took the easy way out. And while I agree in some ways that this is not the easy way out, I mean, I paid $13,000 of my own money to this, and was in the hospital for days, have endured a lot of pain, will never be able to eat a full meal again. So while I don't think that it's necessarily the easy way out, it sure is the most effective and efficient way out. I could never have dropped this much weight, 20-some pounds in 3 weeks, any other way. So that just continues to be mind-blowing for me. So I'm cold, gave you my stats. Another thing is that I'm still not hungry. I had 4 ounces of a protein shake earlier this morning, and just before this video, I remembered that I hadn't eaten since then. And so I quickly downed another 4 ounces of a shake, which is still only 8 ounces. 8 ounces total of a shake I've had today to eat for my liquid meals. I've been drinking water, of course. But I'm just absolutely shocked that I'm not hungry. I did sit in a booth at the Egg and I, which is a brunch restaurant, with my partner this morning, just like sipping on my little water while he ate. And I wasn't even really hungry for his food, but it did smell good. And I think that's the first time that I really felt like a desire to eat food. It's just when I smelled his food, because it smelled really good. With that being said, I've not even intaked 150 calories today. I've maybe had one full shake. Premier Protein Shake is 11 ounces, and I think there's like 150 calories in it. And I've had 8 of those ounces. So again, do the math. Not good at math here, folks, but that's less than 150 calories. And I have so much energy. I am stunned. I'm like, where is this energy coming from? I mean, clearly it's coming from like my fat cells, being burned and used, but I'm just shocked that I'm not lethargic, I'm not tired. I mean, I'm cold, I'm like freezing cold, so I want to like crawl in bed just to get warm, sit by a fireplace in the middle of the summer. But I'm just shocked that, like, where is all this energy coming from? How do I have so much energy? I'll also share that I'm pretty bored. Because I'm still in pain, I'm still pretty sore, and because I can't eat anything, I don't really know what to do with myself. I'm sick of watching Netflix. I've read 1 book already. We'll be starting another one today. And I'm just like kind of bored. I went for a car ride the other day and drove to Sprouts, couldn't get anything there. Drove to Goodwill, couldn't get anything there. I'm not ready to buy new clothes yet, but I just like needed to get out of my house. So that part kind of sucks. It's just like not doing much, because it's still, even like sitting in this position still puts some pressure on my incisions and is kind of painful. And so like even in the restaurant this morning with my partner, I was like switching positions all the time to try to get comfortable, and nothing was comfortable. The most comfortable thing is like laying down on my back. And speaking of laying down on my back, one of the things that has not been fun is I'm a side sleeper. and it really hurts to sleep on my side. So I've had to adjust to sleeping on my back, and that is not fun. Some other things that are coming up this week is I don't know when I have to pee. I just kind of go when, like, every few hours, and pee comes out. Like, good amount of pee means I'm hydrated. That's great. Um, but I can't tell when my bladder is full anymore, and I'm hoping that that's not permanent. But that's kind of odd. And again, it sounds kind of normal. Some people say that it's from the anesthesia, but it's weird. The other thing I can't feel is, I just downed 4 ounces of a protein shake pretty quickly. Like, probably within 5 minutes. I had an ounce per minute. It's probably the fastest that I have ever drank a protein shake. Okay, maybe 7 minutes. That's the fastest so far that I've drank a protein shake. But I still don't know how to tell if I'm, like, full. Like, I don't know if my sleeve is full or not. I have no idea. I just assume, like, it's 2 to 4 ounces, so that's how much can fit in there at a time. And I'll wait a half hour before drinking more water. But this is getting difficult to know because I am not meeting my water goals. I'm lucky if I get 40 ounces of water every day. And at this point, I should at least be getting 48. And what I should really be shooting for is 64 ounces. But I understand that I can't chug water. Like, I can't take as big of gulps as I used to be able to take. But I don't know how much is too much. I haven't figured that out yet. And I haven't vomited, and I don't want to vomit. But we'll see. I don't know. If you have any tips or things that tell you you're full or that you've had enough water, let me know. I'm still experiencing some pain up in my chest, and I'm assuming it's gas pain, which is still kind of shocking because it's been a week. I'd be so surprised if there's still gas up there. But that pain can get pretty brutal at times, almost to the point where it, like, catches my breath and I can't inhale any deeper. Or I feel like I just, like, need to, like, open up my chest and spread my chest out. But then that even hurts sometimes. So there's still a few things going on. My incisions are starting to itch, which I'm taking as a sign that they're healing. And then the other thing that I wanted to update you all about is that I've been looking more into veganism. I mentioned it in my last video, and have done even more research in the last couple days, and it's really feeling like a move I want to make. And the timeline isn't quite ideal. I think I will be still on whey products for quite some time, on protein shakes, and then I may also be using collagen for a while to try to minimize saggy skin, and collagen is like bones and tissues of beef. Although the the cattle that I get my collagen from are grass-fed and raised actually, like, in Africa. So not even here in America, which, like, I'm assuming, and I buy it because, like, they get to graze and they get to roam, and I don't know what the death procedures are, the killing procedures are for like cattle in Africa, but I feel better about buying collagen that I know comes from free range grass-fed cows. And yeah, so veganism's where it's at. Probably in a couple months though, so that's okay. Right now I'm thinking, like, I just want to minimize my footprint in the industrialized meat industry, industrialized meat systems, food systems, whatever, and I feel good. What has been hard is finding vegan options that don't have processed food, because the type of vegan that I'm wanting to be is really minimizing starches. So a lot of vegans eat pasta because pasta and some bread, some tortillas are all vegan. But I'm still trying to minimize my starches and my carbs that I take in. So I'm, like, kind of wanting to be like a low carb vegan, or at least do fuel cycling. So if I have carbs in a meal, then it's just carbs and not fats, really low fats. So, like, a fruit, for example, would be moderate carbs and low fat. Whereas if I have fats in a meal, then I would keep my carbs to a minimum. An example of that would be an avocado, right? So an avocado is high fat, but no carbs. And so something that is low carbs and low fat is something like berries, right? And you can eat berries like anytime. But that's called fuel cycling, when you separate your carbs from your fats and you keep them in separate meals about 2 hours to 2.5 hours apart. With the sleeve, I'm going to shoot for 2 hours. Technically, you're not really carb cycling or fuel cycling until 3 or 4 hours. But with the sleeve, I'm eating obviously a lot less, so I'm going to fudge that a little bit. But I'm trying to get creative about what my eating will look like and formulate meal plans already and sort of thoughts about like what good snacks would be. But it's a process and it's a journey, and you'll all stay updated on it. I'll keep you informed. That's really all I have to share with you guys. I was hoping that this would just be a 10-minute video, but golly gee, they get so long sometimes. I just talk. But I'll wrap this up now. So those are my updates. I've lost 231 to 208. What does that equal? 231 to 208. Let me just type that in my calculator. 231 minus 208. 23 pounds. I've lost 23 pounds in 3 weeks. That's great. Super awesome. Go me. Okay. Catch you on the flip side, y'all.